Welcome to the feast, stay unleashed. I'm a motherfucking.
Okay, so I just carried so many groceries up because we all know that 2 trips are for you-know-whats. But basically, where I live really close to a Costco. And so the things that I buy in bulk, I get from Costco. And then everything else I get from Walmart, which is like 15 minutes away. Kind of annoying, but if you want to save money, you're going to do it. And I basically eat the same stuff all the time, so not a big deal to me. But also efficiency, because Walmart, puts their stuff in bags. Costco gives you a box. And since we all know that 2 trips are for you-know-whats, we put the bags in the box and give yourself a calf cramp on the way up here. Just for efficiency, This is why we lift, ladies, so you don't have to have boys help you or take 2 trips. Just saying. Alright, so I'll show you what I got from everywhere, and I will get my receipts out so you know how much I spend. Okay, so first thing, I also forgot to mention, yesterday I went to Target, which is the only place you can get these, and they are the protein-packed Kodiak cakes. I got dark chocolate, and then I also got crunchy peanut butter because they didn't have my regular kind that I usually get, which is whole grain buttermilk. But they all just look like this, and they'll have the protein-packed. This brand has other kinds of pancake mixes or whatever, but I obviously want the protein packed because if you use an egg and milk, you get 21 grams of protein per serving. So on days that I am making breakfast and going straight to the gym, I'll eat these. That way I have carbs in me right before I go. But on the days that I eat breakfast and then go to class and lift later, I usually make eggs, egg whites, and ground turkey. So yes, that was the Target Kodiak haul. They were only $5 a box, which I think is not that bad because they last quite a while. So yeah. For Walmart, I got my classic oat nut bread as carb source, obviously. Picked up 2 different kinds of rice cakes that I've never tried before. Apple cinnamon and caramel corn. A lady actually asked me when I was in line, she's like, hey, are these good? I was like, I don't know, I never tried them. So we're all trying new things these days. Eggs, classic, staple. I usually eat 1 to 2 whole eggs per day, and then obviously buy my egg whites separate. Fun carb source, Fruit Loops. I like to eat cereal at night. And I'm so used to macro hoarding that I have trouble pushing all my carbs during the day, which I'm going to work on this week for the meal plan, but this is an easy way to get some carbs in. Power Crunch bars, because they're good. And they also are very good at satisfying sweet cravings. I'm a sucker for sweets. Did not buy cookies this week. Looked at 3 different kinds and told myself no every time, so go me. Also, I just picked up a few more of these sweet and spicy tuna packets. Because again, at night when I'm trying to fit certain macros in, these are really good. If I need a little bit more protein, they're 16 grams, so not everyone wants to drink a protein shake every night. Or every day. Just saying. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk. This is what I add to the pancake mix and to my cereal. Because it's low fat. I think that's everything I got at Walmart. And I spent $32.87. So not bad, I feel. I don't know what your budget is, but I feel like it's not that bad. And then for Costco, I always get a 5-pound clam of strawberries. That's what the sign says, clam. These are literally $4, so I don't know what you're doing if you're not buying those. And then I usually put that with Greek yogurt. I just get plain, mainly because I haven't looked for another flavor, and this is fine. But this only has 9 carbs and 23 grams of protein and 0 fat for 1 cup. I usually eat half a serving because if I get too much of Greek yogurt or ketchup or mustard or something in my mouth, I want to gag. I cannot. It's just, I don't know. So I eat half a serving, which is another quick 12.5, no, 11.5, hashtag math, 11.5 grams of protein, but I don't track decimal points of macros. I just rounded up so it would say 12 grams protein. So I put strawberries in there. That's fun. Asparagus. Trying out some different peppers this week. I don't know how I'm going to cook these. I might just cut them up and eat them like raw. We'll see. And then I also picked up some French beans. Also don't know how I'm going to cook these. But you know, like I said, you follow me on Instagram, which is at the end of the video, but my handle is melissajane_fit. I'm trying to get in more micronutrients because I ate hella cookies in the last like month, and you know, things are fine, but I would like to clean it up a bit. And then my other stellar find from last time, from Costco, are these spinach and 3 cheese stuffed chicken. Hey, if you could fucking focus, that'd be lovely. There we go. Spinach and 3 cheese stuffed chicken patties. They have, are you ready? 26 grams of protein, 7 carbs, 7 fat. Why not? Just yes, there is no negative to this. So as for Costco, I spent $44.29. So all in all, I spent about 45 plus 32, which is 77. And I feel like if your grocery bill is under $100 a week, you're doing great. And the reason that this works for me is because notice I didn't buy any protein sources really from Costco. That's because I have lean ground turkey and chicken breasts in the freezer from the last time I went to Costco, and I usually only have to buy protein every 2 weeks, depending on what it is. So that's why you should get a Costco membership if you can. Also, I forgot to show one Walmart bag. It just has 5 sweet potatoes, because I did not get enough last week, and I had a dream that I found more. So the issue was I didn't get enough sweet potatoes. And I had a dream that I found more in my apartment, and I was like, wow, this is going to be a great week. I'm going to get in so many sweet potato carbs. And I woke up and I was like, is this how I know I'm an adult? Because I'm dreaming about sweet potatoes? I don't know. Anyway, here's everything. I'll show you guys what I'm going to meal prep this week after I put all this away. I kind of don't really know, but that's okay because we got the tools, and now we just gotta put it all together and figure out what we're gonna do. So I am going to put this all away, and then we'll figure that out.
I see what you're wearing, there's nothing beneath it. Forgive me for staring, forgive me for breathing. We might not know why, we might not know how, but baby tonight, we're beautiful now.
Okay, so because this takes so long, first thing I'm doing is baking sweet potatoes. I have the oven preheated, or in the process of preheating, 500 degrees. Yes, I realize it's very hot. Does the job, whatever. Wrap these in foil, put those bad boys in there, set a timer for an hour, and you're good to go. So what I'm doing right now is thawing out some chicken breasts and some ground turkey, and while that's going on, I'm going to cook this asparagus. I'm just going to cut it up, spray this pan with coconut oil, and get that ready for the week.
We're beautiful now, we're beautiful now.
Okay, so I'm just going to turn this on high, and then I like to spray the asparagus with more coconut oil so this will stick to it. Pro tip.
We might not know why, we might not know how, but baby tonight, we're beautiful now. We'll light up the sky, we'll open the clouds, 'cause baby tonight, we're beautiful now.
Here are all the sweet potatoes that I made. I just like to mash them and keep them here until I'm ready to put them in meal containers because that is what is easiest for me. And I do the same with the asparagus, so that's already in a container I put in the fridge. So those two things are just gonna chill until I cook the chicken. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. Oh, and while I was like mashing the sweet potatoes, I was cutting off the ends because they have like the little like super hard pieces on the ends. And I realized it would probably be easier to just cut those off before I even bake them, but you know, we all have our own way of doing things, so. Pro tip, cut off the ends. You don't want to eat rocks. So for my chicken, I just like to add some vegetable oil and let that heat up. And I'm also going to be using the garlic salt again, and then this is a spice that I got from the farmer's market. It's like, I think it was called chipotle or something like that. I don't know. It smells like Southwest-y, you know what I mean? Mexican, whatever. So, we're gonna let that heat up. That's kind of a lot of oil, but you know, what is life without vegetable oil? And then, I already washed these off. I'm going to put them in there, and I will let it cook for a minute, and then flip them over, season the other side, and cover it with another pan, which I need to get. And I will let it cook on low heat, covered for 10 minutes, and then I will remove it from the heat and let it sit for another 10 minutes, and then it'll be done. So I feel like I've shown that on my channel before. I'm not sure, I can't really remember, but it's like literally the foolproof way to cook chicken, because I don't know. I like things to be easy, and I really up some chicken once, and this is what I've found works best for me. So here we go.
We're beautiful.
And while I'm waiting for that chicken to cook, I've got my lovely Missouri legal research book here, because just trying to brush up on my research skills, you know? The way that this is gonna work is, I have my chicken ready to go for protein, sweet potatoes for carbs, and asparagus for vegetables and micronutrients. And I just pull from them as I lay out each meal. Right now I'm only going to be packing lunches for this week because it kind of depends on my schedule for the day, what I'm going to eat for breakfast. And obviously I cook that at home, and then I'm home in time to cook dinner and stuff. So the thing that I pack in advance is usually just my lunches. So here we go. Also, what I usually do is just go into my MyFitnessPal, and I will go to tomorrow and plan my meal and decide like how many grams of sweet potato I want to put in a meal, how many grams of chicken I want to put in. So I'm going to show you that. So we'll do 6 ounces of that for 34.5 protein. 6 ounces of chicken. And then baked sweet potato. Let's do, 200 grams for 41.4 carbs. Asparagus, let's do, I usually only do like 100 grams. I mean, obviously it's not very calorie dense, but I still just like round numbers. So that's all I'm gonna have. I think we'll see how everything like divides up into these different meals. If I have any left over, I'll just add it, because I don't want to have like a little bit of asparagus and a little bit of sweet potato left. I'm just gonna divide it up into 5 different days. So here we go.
Beautiful.
There we have it, all 5 lunches. I ended up adding 50 more grams of sweet potato because I had a ton left over. So there's 250 grams of sweet potato in every one of these, 100 grams of asparagus, and 6 ounces of chicken, except for this one because I didn't make enough, so I'll just make that Fridays and cook more chicken at some point during the week. As for these right now, I'll probably eat all of that and then eat some of that for a meal right now. And whatever's left over I'll use as a carb source for my dinners throughout the week. I also usually make brown rice. So I just kind of, I'm not really on like a strict meal plan right now. I'm just am familiar with what I need to meet my macros every day. So I just keep it in the house. And that is all. Like I said earlier, usually depends on my day. If I'm starting my day off with lifting, I will eat the protein pancakes for breakfast. That way I have carbs in me. If I'm going to lift later in the day, I usually make eggs, egg whites, and lean ground turkey, which is what I'm about to cook now, the ground turkey, just so I have it ready for in the mornings. And then, also what else I do for my lunches is half a serving of, half a serving of the Fayet, Greek yogurt, and then I will cut these strawberries up and just have them in a container down here. And yeah, that is what I take for lunch. So I usually switch it up every so often, every couple weeks, or, you know, if I get tired of something. But obviously you by no means have to be measuring your shit, especially if you're not in a cutting phase, because you don't have to be precise or whatever. But I have found that I like structure in all areas of my life, and it's really hard for me to eat something and not track it. Aside from the weekends, I can do okay with like allowing myself to eat something I actually want. Obviously, I'm not like very strict right now, and I'm doing this in a healthy way, but I just like to know what I'm eating. That comes along with months and months of tracking. So that's where I'm at right now.